Hey everybody, I forgot to pull out a few more cards from my current favorite deck for Gemini December 2019. It's called the Amenti Oracle. This is the deck. So we're gonna pull out 3 cards for this Gemini December reading. The universal message. So universe, what message do you have for Geminis regarding to all the cards that I've recently pulled out for the Geminis? What message does the MNT call or MNT Oracle wishes to share with us that helps us to resonate better? Thank you, universe. The deck is so pretty. Okay. I converse with awareness. And we were talking about communication, and this card, I converse. I speak with awareness. I have conversations while being aware. So the energy here is speak with awareness. Because some people speak like it doesn't register in their brain how they make other people feel. So I converse with awareness. Second one, I am humble. I am humble. I am humble. I am humble. I actually did this thing. Um, People were saying I wasn't humble, and I'm like, you know what? If you say so, then I think I may not even recognize I'm like showing to people that I may have ego. So I'll like freaking lower myself down and like hold on with love and light. And if people are manipulating my humility, I mean, it just comes to reason that they're the ones who have those issues. But I'll be open, and like if people, even if they, because I thought that people were manipulating me when they're like expecting me to shrink, but humble doesn't mean shrink. But some people, if you've survived narcissism, uh, narcissist loves being around humble people because they parasite off of your positivity. The third card is I hold purity in high esteem. This is an amazing card. I hold purity in high esteem. You can be humble and you can have innocence and purity, pure of heart, pure of soul, pure of spirit, pure of mind, and pure of voice in high self-esteem. And you are aware of how you communicate. And I got this one card previously. There was this one card that I got. I forgot what it was. Yeah, can't really remember it. It might come later. So this extra card that I'm pulling out, I keep my own counsel. That's the card. I keep my own counsel. People can make you, people, if you don't know them, they can make you feel like you're in the wrong, and you can you can hold their impression of you while holding an impression of yourself. It's like people can judge you a certain way, like they may say, really, I don't think I'm coming off that way. So that was this one card from this deck, a Menti Oracle, it says, I keep my own counsel. Like, you don't dismiss your own intuition and roundedly, like, just absorb other people's opinion about you and judgment of you. So, while you are conversing and communicating with awareness, as much as you're listening, it doesn't mean you're believing. It doesn't mean that you're accepting their opinion that affects you. You can just acknowledge it without accepting it as truth in your energy. So people may perceive you as egoistical or snobbish or prudish or not British, or like negative or just not humble. But in this card, it's like I am humble. Some people may have issues with your humility, that they say that you are not humble, you're not humble, you're not humble, and they're projecting an energy that they're in self-denial towards you. And as much as you want to believe them, you cannot dismiss your intuition that what makes them think that you're not humble? What makes them think that you come off as a prick or a bitch or a prudish or like, I don't even know if prudish can be associated to this current theme, topic, issue, but okay. I converse with awareness and I hold purity in high esteem. So if people try to paint a picture of you where you're like, well, a lot of narcissists or sociopaths have tried to paint me an image that I thought I don't agree with. And then you know what? I'm talking about my personal experience. If I'm about to go out back there and like meet people, right? I guess like, you know what? I'll make space for other people to perceive that I'm egoistical. And maybe I'll make space in myself to kind of like look in the mirror and say, am I egoistical? I guess I have shadows. I guess I can process my shadows more. I mean, if I regard myself as a person of high moral values and character, um, it's there's no wrong in being so humble that no one can, like, even when you're so fucking humble to the point that people can step over to you, there might still be people who will say you're not humble enough, and they're going to deny your virtue, your and mock you, and you know. So as much as the message here for Geminis about I converse with awareness, I am humble, and I hold purity in high esteem, just because somebody is proving their point, it does not mean that their point is the truth. It does not discount your knowledge, your awareness about the situation at hand, and it doesn't, they cannot smear or dismiss your facts, your knowledge, your information about what you know. They can't do that. So I hold purity in high esteem. To me, it means that the energy that wants to come through via the universe for Gemini with these Amenti Oracle cards are the universe. I'm sorry to say this, but the universe may present an energy that may be gaslighting. Play with it. Like, really? I am not humble? Okay, sure. What should I do if, like, and then you're like challenging the universe. Some people will say this. But maybe you're just challenging the person in front of you, like, to actually come cough out the fact. Like, what do you expect me to be? be. So kind of like ask the universe or like request for clarification or get clarity by the universe or by the person in front of you, like, excuse me, like, could you please explain to me how should I be? Like, it's like, should I start asking permission to how I carry my energy in a room? So maybe. I don't know, this just comes up. Uh, so I speak with awareness, I converse with awareness, and I am humble, and I hold purity in high esteem. Some people would lie to your face about their true values and mask their values, but when you can associate them with certain people and you recognize that their values are family friendly, people make their choices, you know? Um, certain people, if they try to drag you down, because in this card, it feels like I can see the shadow side where you're speaking with an awareness and people are trying to make you become unaware to the fact that they're trying to dismiss your awareness and make them sucked into their illusion. So it's like you have to follow their rhythm of their mind rather than allowing you to be in control of your mind and becoming aware of what conversation that you're walking into or you're like motioning in. Some people don't want you to have awaken or awareness in your conversation, and they don't want you to remember who you are while you are conversing, while you're communicating. So in doing so, when they don't want you to recognize yourself, it's narcissism, it's sociopathy. It's like they want to lure you into their mentality, into their values, into their corrupt world where they can influence you, where they can win you over, where they can utilize you, and where they can benefit from abusing you covertly without your knowledge. So I don't know how this message comes about, but to some of you who are resonating to this, or if you're a Gemini, the message from the Amenti Oracle is that remember your conversations with people. Don't dismiss your intuition when you feel something's off, awkward, when people are trying to trick you into backing down or into releasing your power of your voice. And you might want to be polite and you might want to be forgiving and dismissive of their apprehensive behavior and communication. Um, so this might be like in the previous live stream about the family matters. You can hold on to the fact that when you're speaking on serious matters and it's being dismissed, when your style of speaking is being mocked or made fun of, or when you deliver your expression. You are an air sign, Gemini. Your expressions are your key of life. You express. You're an expressive person, Gemini. Okay, continue. Like, they're trying to make you feel like you're in the wrong by trying to create trouble from thin air. Converse with awareness. Converse with awareness and validate their attempts to discredit your conversation with them. Validate it. Like, if they're trying to tell you that you're not humble, if they're trying to tell you that you're egoistical and they're judging you, it doesn't even make sense, Like, I'm trying to remember something that has happened prior to this, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. What does that make sense? But you like what I did was I didn't want to play the game, so I didn't shrink, but I accepted. I validated their false judgment, and when I validated their false judgment, I played them into thinking that, how can I play them? Because it says, I hold purity in high esteem. I walk the mental puzzle, mental game that they laid out for me to walk. But I still held my front. I still hold my moral values, and I let them misinterpret, manipulate the manipulator. I I let them misinterpret the way that they want to misinterpret, and then I just accept that, oh, I guess this person is just unwilling to communicate with me with awareness, rather than they want to communicate with me with the intention to mask my knowledge, to erase a certain amount of information that would have been crucial for me to keep, and they want to set aside certain information that would have caused me to make an accurate judgment of them. So I hold purity in high esteem. I know there's actually a meaning for the book. I mean, a book containing the meanings for these cards. I hold purity in high esteem. There will be people who will attempt to ransack your personal image and your identity, and they will judge you, accuse you, and like with this tone of like, I know better than you, I'm older and superior than you, and hence you should listen to me. What I'm saying is of a higher divine order. So some people will come to you in a holy mask, but it doesn't mean that they have your best interest at heart. But it doesn't mean that they know what they're doing either. So there's like no blame. You just have to like go with the flow and become aware of how people come off, how you come off, and like walk. Like, it's like when you enter someone's mind, you enter someone's mental house, and when you enter someone's house, you respect the way that they speak, the way they present and decorate their house. So when people expect you, you play their mind game, it's like manipulate the manipulator, but the manipulator doesn't know that you're manipulating the manipulator, and you're just morphing into what they want you to be, but at the same time you hold on to your pure essence. Hold on to your pure essence in high esteem. So hold on to your principle. Don't just let people pretend that they love to have they sometimes when you have certain beautiful values, certain people likes your reflection, likes the reflection that you see in them, because you don't know that all their dark values, you don't know them, but they like to associate to your beautiful values and beautiful beliefs without working for it, without molding it, without nurturing it, and they just kind of like are parasites. So um, the energy that I want to end this with for Geminis, um, communicate with awareness and respect how people try to present themselves. You don't have to be combative. You don't have to be. You don't have to fight people verbally for them to. You don't have to shrink, but you also don't have to disengage. You can just go with the flow. Like you're entering someone's house because they invite you in, it doesn't mean that you're responsible to clean their house. Even though you see certain structures are false or broken, doesn't mean that you're in charge to show them that they're being judgmental or they're being intrusive. So just walk back out when you end the conversation with the person who is not conversing with awareness but conversing with manipulative mind games. Um, at the end of that exchange, you hold on to your pure purity in high esteem. You hold on to your principles, your beliefs, your values, and your personal power without letting them taint it. So that's the theme. Don't let people taint your pure values, beliefs, and power. Power. Everybody has power, everybody has personal power. And nobody is entitled to try and disguise personal power as something negative. Everybody has personal power. So you can hold on to your personal power, you can hold on to your principles, beliefs, and values. So that's a message for you, Gemini, in how you can resort with the communication and conversing with awareness if you have to deal with people in your environment. After you finish that energy exchange of communication, and you just let go and know that everybody has their own way of communicating, but you can choose to be more awakened in your conversation. So take care, Gemini. We'll see you next time next year in 2020 for your universal healing message. For now, take care and goodbye.